This is the Zapata Brand Podcast, Quick Hits Edition, with George Zapata, with Coach Diz, and Jersey Jay-Z.
Oh, we're back with another. Here we go again. Oh shit! Oh, okay. All right. We have another quick hit coming at you. It was an emergency one because of the fight last night, and this might have been my last quick hits if it went as we saw it happening down there in Saudi Arabia. In the center, Coach Diz. To his left, Jersey Jay-Z without the X-Man mask. Who was that? Iron Man mask on. But before we go any further, before we get into our questions and whatever, we do have a special guest coming on the show today. We do. He is stepping into the ring November 4th, this Saturday. 6 days from today, right here in Berwick. Leo Talanca joins us from his home.
Right.
Leo, what's up?
What's up, fellas?
Well,
What are you doing?
I saw Leo last night at a wedding. He looked great, looked in good shape, and he seemed like he's ready to go. Now, Leo, you'd be the best to tell us how you feeling.
I'm feeling good. I feel real good. Did a little sparring today with Jake. I was a little tired sparring, but I sent Diz the videos. He checked it out. A lot of combinations, threw a lot of punches. I only did 4 rounds, and I feel good. I feel real good shape.
Mm-hmm. Now, now after that, after you do those rounds, is this the last of your sparring?
I'm gonna move around a little bit with Pecorelli on Wednesday morning around 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll be it. It's just movement. I don't want to lose ring time. That's all.
Right. Okay. That seems pretty good. And there was a change of opponents. What's happening with the opponents?
Oh, so we're on number 7.
Okay.
7.
Where are we at? Where were we and now where are we at now?
So where we are now is with Jerry. I don't remember his last name, but he's from the Coltmont area. He's a coach up there, and he's gonna jump in and we're gonna go at it for 3 rounds, and that's it.
Wait, who's it?
It's Frank Kane and this other coach. Yep, they both coach over at the.
Wait. So are you fighting Frank Kane or are you fighting Jerry?
I'm gonna fight Jerry.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was Frank Kane.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna fight Jerry. It just happened. Actually, this morning. Frank thought it would be better for me to go in the ring with Jerry, and I ran it by Diz and Coach D, and that's where we're at right now. So
wow.
We're gonna go in, yep.
Whoa.
We're gonna go in during the intermission. We're gonna do our event during the intermission. Me and Jerry.
Wow, I didn't know that. I thought you guys were just going.
Me and Frank.
Frank, that's what I thought initially.
Yeah, it just changed today, right, D?
Yep, changed this morning. So
wow.
Jerry pulled the Alex Volkanovski for us.
The what?
Alex Volkanovski. 1 weekend.
Oh, he's coming in last minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 weekend.
Oh, holy shit! This changed a couple things, Leo.
Sure.
This changed a couple things. I now I have to get my serious referee's outfit on.
Oh, that's right.
Because this is serious. When I get in there, I'm gonna be fair, but I'm gonna be firm.
That's right.
Is that still the plan? I'm still reffing this fight.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not oh wow, and he wouldn't do a Masters for you. He wouldn't do a Masters edition. He wouldn't do.
No, we have to stick with what the president of USA Boxing told me to stick with. So I have to abide by the rules, or I actually can't box.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do what he says.
Yeah.
So, how's the ticket sales? What's going on? How would they get tickets if they can get them, or what?
We are sold out.
You were sold out. Okay.
We are sold out, but we are allowing walk-ins. They cannot come in until about 7:25 is when we're going to allow the walk-ins to come in, and it's $25 a person, and we are only allowing so many people in because of the room. So
Okay.
if you want to come in, I'd be standing in line.
Okay. And where do they get the tickets, or just at the door?
They'll just get them at the door that day. Yes.
Okay. Now, so give me the rundown of the fights. Do you have them?
Ugh, I don't have
No,
them.
right?
I don't have them all because Kenny's still matching.
Okay. So you still have some people there, but ultimately the main event is in check.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
I know Aubrey's fighting.
Yep. Aubrey's gonna fight. So as of right now, it's me, Aubrey, Logan,
right?
Jenny.
What about
Frank? Jenny Boberic.
What about Will?
Will's fighting. Yep.
5.
Although we're on, this will be the third opponent for Will too. So
okay.
Kenny's trying to match up the final one now for him. So
okay. All right. Well, at that point, you have enough fights. 6 fights, right? But
yeah, we actually have 10.
All right. So either way, there will be a show there this coming Saturday, November 4th. What time should they get there? What time is it open?
So dinner doors open 5:30 for people to have the pre-sale tickets, and dinner will be over around 7:00. Around 7:25, we're going to allow people in for walk-ins, and so it's dinner from 6 to 7.
Right.
The show is going to be from 7:30 and 9:30, and then Last Call Beautiful will be playing afterwards from 10 to midnight.
Okay.
And then we're going to have a cash bar with my cousin Mel for the entire night.
So a full show basically tonight,
yep.
a whole night really, with entertainment after the fights, food, drinks, the whole 9 there. Yep. Real quickly, let's go to this weekend. This past weekend, Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. We were watching it at the
wedding.
We were at a wedding there. I thought Ngannou looked good, better than I thought he would look.
Yeah.
He scored a knockdown. I didn't. You know what? I did expect maybe a knockdown, but I knew he would get up. But I did not expect Tyson Fury.
George, you didn't expect that.
No. You
didn't expect Jay-Z. Call him out, Jay-Z.
I said a knockout.
Call him out, Jay-Z.
I said a knockdown. What the hell? What are you waving at?
Say goodbye. Your last podcast.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay.
I said if he won, and first of all, that was not a split decision. He should have won a unanimous decision. Tyson Fury won that fight, clear, hands down. And by the way, I did say that if I did expect possibly a knockdown, but I thought he would get up if he got knocked down, which he did.
Me and Diz talked about this a little bit today.
Oh,
and we don't think Tyson Fury took it serious.
Well, no, I didn't think so either. He looked stupid. Like he wasn't as serious. He was jumping up and down, and he just looked stupid. He didn't look good, and that's why I'm like. And by the way, did you notice nobody was throwing punches? There were very, very few punches.
Hit him with an elbow. Did you see the elbow?
I saw him with a nice elbow. That was pretty good.
Hit him with an elbow.
It was like he was the MMA fighter, but it didn't look like they were throwing a lot of punches. There was 1 or 2 exchanges that they had. But I didn't think it was anything. I didn't think it was anything, out of a whack at all.
One of the best things was the intros. Did you see the intros for both of them?
No, we got it in. I heard they were pretty good.
Yeah, Tyson Fury walked down with all like the Hall of Fame boxers and everything. It was pretty cool.
Oh, did they really? Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Tim was supposed to go.
Oh yeah, he was supposed to be there. That's right.
Did you see he burnt his hand real bad? You see that?
No.
Oh my God. Got it burnt on his chest and on his hand. He was making chicken with hot oil. And he turned around for a second and he hit the thing and it got on his hand. He showed it on the screen. It was a big, huge bubble all the way to the top. Yeah, it was really bad. Really bad. I said, oh man. So he was saying that he couldn't go. He couldn't
Hey,
go
George,
to the
I've been getting a couple questions that actually say they believe Tyson lost Fury. People believe that he was closer and that he believed that he lost.
well, I don't think he lost. I don't.
No, I don't think he's lost. I don't think
I
he
think he
lost.
lost. Yeah, but who's that from? MMA guys that think?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, of course they're going to, but they don't realize he was getting outboxed the whole time. I mean, but I will say, not to take anything away from Ngannou. Ngannou looked good. I thought he looked way better than he looked on hitting those pads. Because when
I was
I saw him,
surprised.
when I saw him hitting those pads, I said, "Oh shit, this fight's going about 2 rounds." And that's it. But then again, like Leo, you were saying, I don't think he took it seriously.
No, I don't either.
I just like he was playing around. Which
he better take Usyk serious.
No, I think he beats Usyk easier. Well, then
I think he's going to beat him also. I do believe that, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think Usyk should be a heavyweight.
No.
Yeah, but where's the money? The money's up into heavyweights right now for him.
Yeah,
and that's it. You know what I think is really really good? You and Diz have the same background.
What?
Leo and Diz have like the same color curtains in the back there. What the hell kind of Diz's background and as matching Leo's fucking is
they're like my wife's curtains.
Yeah, I think so.
George, you think they're going to have a rematch? You think they're going to have a rematch?
Who?
Not right now. No, I don't think right now because even I think
Ngannou
he already
signed with Usyk.
Yeah, but I think Ngannou's got to fight PFL. Okay. That was like I was in the, I think the agreement was he'd fight him, get the PFL, fight there, and
it's
then
already signed for PFL. It just doesn't have an opponent.
Oh yeah, so there. Well, there you go. He's gonna have to fight for PFL.
Yeah.
They can't pay him money and have nothing get out of it.
Well, that was part of the deal. It was a boxing fight, then a super fight for MMA, and then go back. I heard Eddie Hearns was talking about Anthony Joshua. He would like to throw that ring in there, but Joshua got no chin.
Because he promotes Anthony Joshua, and he was saying how Tyson Fury sucks. And this, stop it.
Who do you think will win that one? Who do you think will win that?
Oh, between who?
I think Joshua and Ngannou, whatever his name. Francis.
Yeah, he'll beat Joshua.
Oh, I don't know.
Joshua has no chin.
Maybe, but he's just as big. He's just as I don't know. Look, again, don't take my picks. I'm so off. I mean, hell, Leo, I hate to tell you.
Don't build a mine. Don't pick anything with my shit. Right, Jay-Z? Tell him, don't pick anything for Saturday. We don't want that shit going down.
No, I said, but we will. But by the
you're
way,
you're the ref. You got to stay neutral, so you can't.
Yeah, I'll have the mic in here, but I also have my cell phone on me because if you go down, I'm gonna have it. It's gonna be on World Star the next morning. It'll be on World Star. Oh, it will be. But either way, Leo, we wanted to get you on for a couple minutes, get you in here, promote it. What day, what's going on, what time? Give us all the details. Give us the rundown.
This Saturday, November 4th, doors open 5:30. Dinners from 6 to 7. Fights are 7:30 and 9:30, and then Last Call Beautiful is from 10 to midnight. Open bar, cash bar, and we're only allowing so many people in for the walk-ins because I'm gonna have I'm gonna have the other fighters from out of the area, their parents coming and stuff like that. Right. So if you want to see it, be there.
Yeah, and I think we'll be. I'll be mic'd up. Coach Diz will be mic'd up. We're doing a whole thing.
Ring will be up tomorrow.
We'll be doing a whole production for that, and we'll just put it on the other. We'll put on the Zapata Brand podcast probably the next day after. We'll have it there. Oh, but Leo, one more thing I gotta ask you. One more question. Ready?
Yeah.
And anyway, Leo's gone. But anyway,
you fuck out, man.
Oh God! So either way, that will be Saturday. Leo Talanca stepping in the ring against Jerry. Evidently, Jerry from Jerry's Kids.
It got switched today. He called me. I was like, okay.
Now he's fighting Jerry from Jerry's Kids. But I'm telling you, if he gets hit, if he gets knocked out, I will have I will be right on top of there with my phone. I will get every bit of that, and it'll be up the next morning. But hopefully, things won't get that bad because, boy, no. I'd hate to see a food fight happen there with the pasta and meatballs flying everywhere. Oh, God, those Italians get rowdy if their guy gets hurt. But, Jay-Z, we have some questions. Coach Diz, we got some questions to answer. What do we got going on?
All right, we got a couple questions here. We got some wrestling questions
By the way, the questions are probably the most popular part of the podcast.
Really? Okay, well,
yeah, they are.
Also, we got to wish Anthony a happy birthday. Anthony
Ruggiano, happy birthday, buddy. I sent him a text today, told him he said thank you to everybody there from the Zapata Brand podcast, and he was very grateful for what happened. That show is tremendous. Get Gotti, still trending #1. Netflix. It's a great series, and a lot of things you didn't see. The FBI tapes, the other tapes that you didn't see, that's on this show, and that's good stuff. Real good stuff.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
So we got Tommy L from looks like from Montvale, New Jersey, and he said, "You guys recently talked about the different weight classes." He said, "Me personally, if I was so dominant in a certain weight class, I wouldn't want to move up. I would like to stay in that weight class and be champion. Why do you move up in weight classes?"
Well, I would say probably the first thing would be, does your body make you move up? There's a lot of times when you get older, you have to go up in weight because your body, you can't lose that weight. And the other thing is the money. A lot of times it's the money to go up. The bigger fighters, the better fighters sometimes, are higher weights. So that's why it will probably be the money.
Tommy, I thought the same thing. I thought, why would you go up? That was one of the things that bugged me with De La Hoya. Every time he'd win a good fight, that's always got to move up. He's got to move up, If you comfortably make the weight, I don't understand why you have to move up. They always say you move up. Well, if you're making the weight comfortably and you're dominant, I don't understand the problem. But most of them move up, obviously financial reasons. There's bigger matches up to be made up there, and the challenge to go up and win a higher weight class. For some reason, as you win multiple division titles, it always puts a little bit of a stamp on your legacy. Whether your body can handle it or not, that's the thing. What I think is weird? These boxers they fluctuate in their weight so much. They go up and down, and that affects because Diz, when you put on weight, it's hard to take off as you get older. But it's hard to get off even with the athletes. So it becomes a pain in the ass to take off, and they just end up going up in weight where they shouldn't be. And sometimes their body composition isn't the same. It looks a little different. Look at Charlo's body; didn't look the same. Yep. Looked a little bit soft, and he's
now it's a
cut up body.
I would say, going back to what you're saying, going up and going down. I think that's what ruined Roy Jones. He went up to heavyweight, came back, went up, came back down. So that's what ruined his career. I mean, his career was still good.
I think if he would have stayed up there, I think he would have done all right up at heavyweight. I think he was fast enough. I mean, obviously his chin was suspect, but I mean, anybody gets hit in the chin as a heavyweight, it's suspect and they can get knocked out.
Now, is it also because they might run out of people to fight in their class?
Well, I think if they lapped once or something, you could.
Then it goes to money. Who's going to pay for the fights?
Who's going to pay? Who's going to pay to see it?
Yep.
All right,
going back to that, hold on. I got one more. Going back to that, George. Do you like catch weights?
I do, but not for belts. Supposedly, there's supposed to be a catch weight for a belt involving somebody. I forget who it is. Charlo. The other Charlo and another guy they said is fighting for the middleweight belt, but at a catch weight. I don't like that. 160 is 160. If you're 160, because that's been the norm. You have to be 160. If you're not, if you're a pound over and ounce over, you have to be 160. Yep. I don't like that, the catch weight stuff. Now, if you have a guy who's like a Canelo and a Crawford, I wouldn't mind them getting in there at like 159.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me. He's coming down, he's going up. They're both taking risk either or. That isn't bad. I don't have a problem with that. But the catch weight, if you can't get the fight together, then yes. But for a title, no. But I'm not for that because that ruins it.
I think back it wasn't so popular back in the day, and then when like Pacquiao, Mayweather, they started doing the whole catch weight, and then that's when it started pushing.
Yeah, but the big money, it was big money.
Yep.
So
All right, I'll do another boxing question, and then I'll go into wrestling questions.
Mhm.
This is Gary from Hoboken, New Jersey, and he says, if you do move up in weight classes and you're still the champion, are boxers allowed to keep the belt?
They get stripped if they don't fight their fighter.
Meaning
They're
what?
mandatory.
Keep the belt like
I guess keep the belt as a souvenir, I guess maybe.
Oh,
yeah, they send them. They send them a belt.
I thought you
They
meant like he
send
was
them
going to
a
be the
belt.
champion of the division.
Yeah,
No. I guess
yes, they send them a belt. Yep,
they do get sent the belt.
Copy of the belt. They send them a copy. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's happened. When Chris won his belt, he got that belt because it was vacant, so it was his. And then when he lost the belt, he gave his belt to the guy. He took it, but then that guy had to bring it back, give it back to Chris. That was Chris's belt, and the WBF sent him sent the new champ title.
Oh wow!
So yeah, because they in the sanctioning fees you pay for the belt.
Oh, do
also,
you?
Yep.
Oh wow! Yep. Interesting. All right, we got a wrestling question here from Lisa S, and she says, "I'm a huge wrestling fan from the '80s. I love the wrestling albums, and my favorite song was Girls in Cars. What is your favorite wrestling album song?"
Whoa, geez. I'll go first.
Grab them cakes.
What's the one? What's the one with the choir?
Land of a Thousand Dances.
Land of a Thousand Dances, maybe.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that one.
Okay.
All right.
What about you, George?
No, you go.
All right. I'm gonna say mine. I always was a big fan of Real American, which was not originally Hulk Hogan's.
Nope. Tommy Good will tell you that too. Him coming to the ring with the weights.
With the weights.
With the weights.
Barry Windham, Mike Rotundo. Barry Windham, Mike Rotundo. So I'm going to go Real American. What about you, George?
Mine, believe it or not, mine was.
I know it.
Go ahead. Take a stab at it.
Is it Pile Driver?
No. I mean, no. But I'll tell you what it is. You guys won't believe it either. But it's the only song on the wrestling album. Now, can we get all three of them? All two albums?
Go ahead. Let's do it.
Okay.
It's the only song on either one of those albums that went gold.
Really?
Yep, went gold. It went in Canada gold, but it was gold.
Wow. Stand Back? I don't.
No. Waking Up Alone, Hillbilly Jim.
Wow. I do remember.
The only one. And that was a good song. I thought. Yeah, it was a good song. I thought it was a good song. Wasn't bad. Hillbilly Jim, who actually is a DJ on Sirius XM radio of country hit music. It was a good song. I thought it was not bad. I mean, I thought
Don't Go Messing with a Country Boy, I think, was better.
Yeah, but I mean, this one was to come to the ring with Waking Up Alone wouldn't be good. But, Don't Go Messing with Country Boy was good. I like that one. But like Girls in Cars wasn't bad, but the Young Stallions, they sucked.
I forgot a lot of these songs.
Yeah, Young Stallions would come into the ring with Girls in Cars. No, was it them or Strike Force?
Strike Force,
yes. And yeah, I remember that shit.
Strike Force came in with Girls in Cars.
Did Slick have one?
Who?
Slick, he had. Yeah, Slick had one too.
Bro. Jive Soul Bro. Him and Akeem.
Yeah.
Jersey, you got to work on getting Gary on. George Gray on. Akeem.
Okay, Akeem. I'll get and talk to him.
See if I can get him on. I'm a big fan of Akeem. Mark Mayer calls me all the time and always says he sucks. He sucks for some reason. I don't know why. He hates Akeem. And I keep pressing.
One man gang.
I don't know.
One man gang.
I don't know. He just doesn't like Akeem. I thought Akeem was great.
Yeah. All right. I got a question now from Matt Godfrey, who always comments.
Oh, Matt. Good Matt. Matt's a good dude. Matt is a good dude.
He always comments, and so we're going to give him a shout out. And here he says, George, what is your favorite Dudley Boys match?
Oh, you know what? I like the Dudley Boys. There's a couple things with the Dudleys. Not particularly a match. What I like when Bubba Ray was in ECW and he would stutter. That was the best. That was the best Dudley Boys. That was the best time that they had. And they were really good. They had a great character. They came to WWF. They were a little bit different. But I will say the TLC table ladder chairs match with Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, and them, Madison Square Garden. It's when Jeff Hardy flipped off the top of that.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was probably the best one. Yeah,
that was the best one. I mean, he went right on Bubba Ray and went through the tables with him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how they survived that stuff is beyond me because that's not fake. No. So that would be my favorite Dudley Boys match. But I think I love when they would like when he gave Mae Young the power.
I was just gonna say that Mae Young, like 80-year-old.
That was hysterical. That was hysterical. They were great at that time. At that time when they first came in, if I thought they were the top of their game, and then as they got older, it kind of slowed down. But those are the ones that I like. I thought they were great.
Yeah. Get the tables.
If I could find that, I'm gonna look for it. If I could find, I was gonna put it up. But I don't think I could. When he took Mae Young through
the video.
Yeah, I can get the video on here. I just don't have it uploaded.
All right. We got another question here from Patrick F. He says, "Hey Zapata boys, you pencil neck geeks. The 70s and 80s were the best time for wrestling. You were always invested in storylines. Today's wrestling is garbage and almost unwatchable. Do you ever think it'll go back to a time, or is the magic gone?" I don't think it will.
I think the magic is gone. I think it is because now they know everything. Everybody knows everything on the internet. But
I got something.
You got to have that one person who comes out of the blue. It happens, every so often, 25, 30 years. But I don't know.
I would say with the merger of UFC and wrestling, you can see some of those characters going over, and that's where they can probably get a little momentum. That's what I'm thinking, but not as like back in the 80s and 90s and the 70s. Like imagine Connor goes, come on,
I don't. Too big. Small. He's too small.
Okay, Francis.
Yeah, right. Huh? You need these big guys. That's why we all liked it, right? Because they were like superheroes, right? Yeah. You had the Rusty Brooks. You had like the fat guys that would get beat up every week, and then they'd have one match and that's it. So they built up those larger than life characters. You had the Ultimate Warriors. You had the Paul Orndorffs and stuff like that. So it made it fun to watch because you wanted to see these guys because they'd beat up other. But there's nothing like that now. There's no characters now. They all look the same to me. They all got the shaved head with the tattoos. Everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
And I will tell you this, and I'm very shocked at how good he is. I mean, I don't like his character, but Logan Paul can wrestle. Logan Paul can definitely wrestle.
He can. And that's okay. So he's like an athlete, right? But what does he bring to the table for wrestling?
That's what I said. I don't like his storyline and all that. But
it's just kind of stupid. Wrestle. Like, okay. But I think he's a good man. He's a hell of an athlete, good wrestler. If they could find something for him, maybe. But I don't know what else they can do. I think a lot of these guys are just too small. They're just too small. Because that's why we liked it before, because they were all big. Look, we were just talking about the one-man gang. 6'7", 450. Big Boss Man, 6'5", 320. Those guys are big guys.
Diz, 650.
Diz, 5'4", 360. So, it's not. Guys. Yeah, it's not what it used to be. Not anymore.
Yep. All right, got another one here. Is from John, and he says, "How come wrestling doesn't have managers anymore? I love the time where there was always a wrestling manager. And by the way, who is your favorite wrestling manager?" For me, I'm going to say Bobby Heenan. Bobby the Brain was always the best.
I would.
His name was John.
I like Mr. Fuji. Mr.
Fuji's a good one. The Fuji.
Yep. Food. The managers I always liked were like, Bobby Heenan was one of my favorite of all time. But I like Slick. I like Slick. He had that. He was just one of these guys that played a good character, and he was good for the team. He didn't interfere so much, but whatever. And I don't know why they don't have managers anymore. I think a couple of these guys would be good with managers. They would cheat to
I mean,
win.
the only one isn't it Roman Reigns? He's with
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
That's like
But
the
you know
only
what?
one.
Roman Reigns could be on his own now.
Yeah, it could be on his own.
He's good now. Yeah, he's
no
real good.
managers.
But that's really the only one. You had Slick, you had Classy Freddie Blassie, Captain Louis Albano, Bobby Heenan, Jimmy Hart,
Classy.
Luscious Johnny V,
Brother Love.
Brother Love, Paulie Dangerously, Teddy Long. Who's the other one?
Teddy Long.
Yeah, Teddy Long, Peanut Head. He had Doom. And who else would be a good one? JJ Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I like? I like when Fuji would come with Demolition and paint his face.
or Freddie Blassie when he would come with the Iron Sheik and he have the turban thing on.
Yeah.
No. And that's like, and again, that's another thing. You can't get away with that anymore.
No.
Somehow someone would say something, but it's funny. It's
Captain
funny.
Lou. Captain Lou would speak Chinese.
Remember? Yes.
You can't do that.
When Tiger Chung Lee, when Tiger Chung Lee couldn't do the chop the brick, he had to turn around. He was talking in Korean. It was funny, but you can't do that nowadays. You just can't.
You can't do that nowadays.
Nothing.
Yeah. Nope. Another question here from Billy from New York. He says, "What was the best announcing team in wrestling?"
Ooh.
Jay-Z, move into the screen.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Very good.
There you go.
Go ahead. Best announcing team. By far, easy.
The Mega Powers?
Gorilla and Heenan?
What do you
I think you're taking the announced teams.
Yes.
Okay.
Easy. Jesse Ventura and Vince McMahon, Saturday Night's main event. The funniest two of all time. Now, I think Heenan and Monsoon were pretty good too. Yeah. But man, the way Jesse would come off with some stuff, he would say that McMahon had Lee press on hair. It was hilarious. The stuff that he said was so funny, and it was comical, and that was the team that. And again, it's the voice that you grew up with. You know what I mean? We grew up. That was our childhood. Yeah. So we knew all that stuff. That was, when anytime you hear Gary Michael Capetta, you knew you were there in the Meadowlands. Anytime you hear Howard Finkel, you knew it was in Madison Square Garden. Whenever time you hear, the Mel Phillips, you knew there was kids around. I mean, anytime you saw that stuff, it's like, oh shit, it brings back your childhood. So that's where those are the people that you remember those things, like the nostalgia. Nowadays, I don't even know if they even have an announcer anymore, as far as ring announcers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is the final. D, did you have anything you wanted to add or no?
Yeah, no, those are two of the top. I think Heenan and Monsoon were the best.
All right.
Jay-Z?
Me, Heenan. I loved Heenan and Monsoon. They were the funniest. Primetime wrestling
primetime wrestling was good, but as far as announcing, I think with the wrestling matches, man, because primetime wrestling was more of a skit thing. It was like Saturday Night's main event. That Saturday Night's main event was a wrestling show. They would do the matches and shit.
Saturday Night main event only came on a certain count of like months, right?
It was like every quarter.
Okay.
Yeah, every quarter. Good.
Yeah. And George, this question was somebody asked me that actually said about you with your knowledge of real wrestling names. And I said, you do know your wrestling names.
Oh, yeah.
So what I did is I pulled out the Pro Wrestling Magazine. I'm going to read off a name, and you're going to tell me their real name.
It's going to be. I haven't done this in a while, though.
But I know you know this, okay?
Go ahead.
Hulk Hogan.
Terry Bollea.
Ultimate Warrior.
Jim Hellwig.
Bad News Brown.
Alan Koach.
Rowdy Piper.
What the hell's his name? Oh God, I forget his
Roderick.
Roderick Tomb.
Boom, got it. Randy Savage.
Randy Poffo.
Dusty Rhodes.
Virgil Runnels.
Ooh, excellent. Jimmy Snuka.
Oh, yeah, it's like a long. That one's not fair. I think it's like Fujinami something. I don't know. It's some weird island name.
Okay.
It's hard to
Ric
pronounce.
Flair. Ric Flair.
Richard Flair, but it's spelled differently. FL. It's like FLAIHR, something like
Very
that.
good. Lex Luger.
Larry Prohl,
Excellent.
left tackle for the Los Angeles Rams.
Sting.
Steve Borden.
Sid Vicious.
Sid Udy.
Wow. You got that.
I got one. The Road Warriors.
Which one?
Both of them.
Animal and Hawk.
Michael Hegstrand is Hawk, and Laurinaitis. James Laurinaitis, is it?
Joe.
No, Joe Laurinaitis is the dad.
Yep. Kerry Von Erich.
Kerry Atkinson.
Wow. Sergeant Slaughter.
Bob Remus.
You got it. You got it.
I got one for you guys.
What?
Kamala.
Something Harris.
Days.
James Harris. James Harris.
James Harris. Yeah. James Harris. Yep.
What about Hakeem? Obviously, you know Hakeem's name.
Who?
Hakeem.
Akeem?
Hakeem.
Yeah, George Gray. That's an
What
easy
about
one.
Big Boss Man? Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man's name. What the hell? Ray.
Who?
His name is Raymond
Trailer.
Ray Trailer. Yeah.
What, do you have a book there, Jay-Z, with all their names?
I know some of their names too. I have them written down.
Okay.
So I'm going as he's doing, but he's naming them all. He's got them all. How about Brutus Beefcake?
Edward Leslie.
Holy shit! You got Nikita Koloff.
Something Armstrong. What's his name? His last name is Armstrong, right? Or what the heck's his last name?
I don't have it here, but
it's Armstrong. He's something Armstrong.
Okay.
Right,
I'll go
back.
Yeah,
someone in the comments. Put a comment.
Yeah, someone in the comments. Put who it is. I forget what his name. It's like Armstrong or something like that. Okay. He's an American guy.
What about PM News?
PM News. Paul Newer or something. It's not Newman. It's Neaum something.
I think you're right.
It's not Newman. It's
Andre the Giant.
That is Andre Razanoff.
Very good. Very good. Rick Rude.
Richard Rude. Roode.
Jesus Christ.
You can't get me with this shit.
I know, that's right. The person that's just he's good at this.
Hockey Tonk Man.
Hockey Tonk. Go ahead.
Wayne Ferris.
Got it. Got it.
Jimmy. Let's see. Who? Ooh, okay. Papa
Zeus.
Shango.
Charles Wright.
He's right.
Mm-hmm. Zeus.
Zeus.
Zeus. Tony Lister.
Very good. Kurt Hennig.
Kurt. It's not Henning. It's not Henning. It's Kurt Henning. Henning. What is it? Henning something. It's not Henning. It's not Henning. It's something else.
Close to it.
It's close to it. It's like what's the kid's name? Axel.
Curtis.
Axel.
Curtis. Yeah,
I forget. I forget. It's a longer name. It's not Henning. I don't think. It's something else. So I was surprised. I said, "What is Kurt Hennig? Why would he just
Undertaker?" Oh well, we know Undertaker's name.
Come on, man. Mark Calloway.
Mark Calloway. Yeah, you know that. What about How about? Well, this one should be easy enough. Bret Hitman Hart.
Really? JC.
How about? Let's see.
What about Triple H?
Named them pretty much all. What?
Wait, what?
Triple H.
Paul Levesque.
That's right. That's right. You named them all. I mean,
Yeah.
you pretty much got them all. I mean, I don't think anyone else you missed out. You got everyone in WWF. I mean, everyone else I think is their real names.
Yeah, Nikita Koloff. That one bothers me because it's like something Armstrong.
You know, I always thought he was Russian until you told me. No,
Yeah,
he's as American as you can get.
Yeah, he'd go to the bank and like act like I guess at one point David Crockett called him into the office and was like, "Look, you got like $300,000 in checks you haven't cashed yet. You got to start cashing these checks." Yeah, because he's like was jacking up. You know, when you write checks out weekly, you want to make sure everything clears, so you could, you see where you're at. Well, he was holding checks for like $300,000. It was stupid. It's like
Tito Santana,
Merced Solis.
That's correct. Ricky Steamboat.
Okay.
Defensive tackle, Kansas City Chiefs.
Don Morocco.
That his last name is Morocco. Don Morocco is Don Morocco.
Yeah, that's right. Ricky Steamboat.
Richard Blood.
That's right.
Richard Blood. Differently. It's like Bloode.
Yep. You got them all, George. So
pretty good. Pretty good.
Very good.
Pretty good. So, Jay-Z, did you happen to see the Ngannou fight at all?
Some of it. I was trying. I couldn't stream it, so I was trying. But I was looking at it. You guys kept me up to speed with it.
Yeah, I was listening to it on the live stream. Did you pay for it?
No. Someone at the Jay-Z. That's not something you want to probably admit.
Okay.
I was someone at the table had it.
Okay.
They bought
I was giving it to you, and then
you were giving it to me,
and then someone bought it, and we were watching, and he didn't look bad. I was so shocked. I said, "Holy shit! This is gonna be the shortest podcast career in history." Because I was like, he might lose. I said he might lose, but he did look good. You can't take anything away from Ngannou. He looked good. I was shocked.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I
don't know if it was Tyson wasn't that good or didn't take it seriously, or was it Ngannou that good? I think it was a little bit of both. I don't think Tyson took him as seriously, and I think Ngannou was better than we thought. I think they were faking with those pads. They had to be.
I thought so too. I was thinking the same thing. I thought maybe it was like teasing them so they would think they're that bad.
Holy shit. I mean, he actually looked decent.
One of the things I was going to say, what he was doing, Francis was flipping to southpaw.
Yeah, I was shocked too.
Was throwing him off, and I was shocked at his stamina too.
And with that, the same thing too. I thought I could not believe he shocked the hell out of me. But I will say he shocked me. But Tyson Fury won that fight by unanimous decision. There was one round that he knocked him down in, and the fact that the punch wasn't on the chin, was on the back of the head, right by the temple. Right by the temple was a left hook. After he threw a left and a right, and Ngannou came right over the top, hit him right in the temple, and that'll give you a knockdown quick. It'll get your equilibrium off. Yep. But he got up and he was okay. He was fine. If he got hit in the chin, that's a different story. He might have been out, but he did way better than I thought.
I think, let's just say if they do go for a rematch, let's just say things play out and there's a rematch, because I think Tyson will pick him apart. It's because he usually
he better be more serious. He better be more serious.
I don't think he was serious. He wasn't serious.
Oh, he got to be more serious, because that was not good. That was not a good look for him.
No,
it
almost put the jeopardy of the Usyk fight in. His eye is all jacked up.
Well, the cut is up here,
but he got the black eye swollen.
Yeah, but the black eyes go away. When is this Usyk fight?
I thought it was in December, late December. I thought it said.
Well, that's not going to happen.
But he said, I thought he said, "I'll see you guys next year." So I don't know if they switched.
Yeah, I thought it was March or April of next year. Yeah, Usyk. I don't think Usyk is gonna give him much of a challenge, because I think Ngannou was just a strong guy, a big guy who was able to match the bully technique that he had.
Yeah.
You can bully Usyk that way. You ain't gonna bully Ngannou. Ngannou was too big, too strong. Yep. He's shocked me, and he was very good. So I can't take anything away from him.
His inside fighting, pushing away and pushing. That was very good. What he was doing.
It was better than I thought it would be. I didn't even think it would go past 3. I didn't think it would go past 3. But then again, that's why I'm like, for the world in this. I'm horrible.
You only got one fight, George. Correct.
Yeah, which one was it? MMA.
Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley.
First.
Yeah, that was the only one.
You know, I don't
And
know. Tyson Fury, something about his body bothers me. Like, he's a big guy and he can fight, but his body doesn't look like a.
For someone who's been busted for steroids twice.
Yeah, exactly.
He looks terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
If he had a nutritionist,
Not about that.
If he had a nutritionist and maybe a strength and conditioning coach, I think he would be way more dominant. But maybe that style and that body works for him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. Diz's body works for him. Diz's body's worked for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't know. I'm just telling you, there could be just something with them. You ever see those fat guys that can like do flips and shit?
Yeah.
Sometimes that body is just, they have this like elastic ability that they can do stuff like that. I don't get it either. I don't get it. I would want to be in better shape.
Me too.
Listen, when I get out of the shower now, I sprint to the covers because I'm embarrassed about the way I look. Okay. I would never.
Wait a second. I thought you sprint to the covers to dry yourself off.
No, I'm like scared to death that Michelle, because Michelle's skinny. Michelle's in good shape. Mm-hmm. So I'm scared she'll be like, oh, hey, what the hell? Because I get under those covers quick, every light's out. I'm like, shut those lights off. You don't need to be seeing any of this shit. It's a disaster. I mean, it gets funny because I'm always like, oh, I'm starting Monday. Now with the workload off, I might be able to start. And get back in there. My neck's back. Leo said to get this thing where they put needles in your neck or something, and it loosens up the nerve endings. And
acupuncture?
Yeah.
Acupuncture?
No, is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's not acupuncture?
It's something that he said the best way to describe it, the doctor said, is if you took a rubber band and as I put this needle in this nerve for your neck, because Leo had the same thing, he was losing feeling in his hand, it unravels he said, look at your hand like rubber bands. Your neck has all these nerves going down. It's like all rubber bands stuck together. And they're all twisted. But when I touch this thing, it unravels all these rubber bands and it comes back straight. And it worked for Leo. He said he's okay. So, and if he's not, Jerry's kids are going to do a number on him. I mean, it ain't going to be good.
Do you know anything about the guy he's fighting?
No, I did. I just learned about it now, 20 minutes ago. I don't know fighting that guy.
Maybe about 2 hours, 3 hours before this podcast.
Listen, this is what I'm just finding about this now. I'm looking. I was coasting on Saturday, thinking I'm gonna be in the ring. I'm gonna be like, all right, break it up. Go ahead. Hey, Frank, take it easy. Leo, take it easy. Now, this is like two guys now going at it for real. Right here.
You got to wear gloves now, George.
What's that?
You got to wear the medical gloves now.
I got the medical gloves.
You don't know his point?
No, I never met him. Never met him. The only time I think I saw him, if it's the same guy I'm talking, he's telling me it is, which it might be, the guy from Cole Township. I saw him. He was against Jason, my Jason, when we went into the gloves at Palo Alto, and you remember when Jason got stopped? No, he didn't get stopped. He got hit with the uppercut by that. Jason Rabarchak.
He was in the corner.
He was in the corner.
Okay, I think he meant he was fighting. I was like, wait.
No, he was in the corner. He was in the corner. He was in the corner. He's not small.
Okay.
He's not small.
We'll see.
If it's the same guy. So now, now I have to figure out what the holy shit. I thought it's gonna be an easy night. Now here we go. Now we're back to, live action. We're going right into the fire again.
Yep.
It's but
do they not like each other, or they no?
No, Frank Kane's a very good guy.
Okay.
Frank Kane's a very good guy. He's a pro, which is why I thought it was going to be easy. Because when you're a pro, okay. Here's the other thing I was thinking about. When Tyson, this could have been it, but I don't think it was. Tyson, anytime I spar a guy who's new or is like coming from a different thing, they're throwing punches from every angle, and it's like you're all over the place, and you could look really bad. You could look real bad. You might win, but you'll look really bad, and you might be able to catch him here and there. But Ngannou was doing Superman punches. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you couldn't like kind of like, oh shit, this guy's throwing these punches from all different directions, and you look bad. That's why I was like, okay, he's fighting a pro. The pro's gonna pick off his punches and do it. So I didn't think anything of it. Now that he's fighting a guy who's same experience, this is where here comes the kitchen sinks. Like I always said, your first fight is the first 10 fights is a tough man contest. It is not a technical fight. It's a tough man contest. So
it's a bar fight. It's a bar fight.
Essentially it is. Essentially. So, a little different now. So definitely
I hope the ref gets hit. Like in the old.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, listen. At this point now, as I said, I'm getting my video camera. I'm getting it out. It's gonna be right here on my chest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it happens, it's going on. I think he'll be fine because he's in such good shape.
Yeah.
He's really good shape. I mean, you could tell he's really working out, so he should be okay. And he has a sparring. This was his last sparring. He looked good in the sparring, so I thought, okay, we're good. But I thought it was good for Frank Kane. Now this is legit. Now that's it. Okay, here it is. This guy's going to try to knock you out just like you're going to try to knock him out. With Frank Kane, it would have been a little easier. He could have controlled it a little bit more. Now, all bets are off now. So,
ain't got no breaks now.
And ain't got no breaks now, Banky. Nope. That's it. So I mean, listen.
So I go ahead. What were you going to say?
Did he get the stress test and everything done?
I believe so. I just found out George. I just found out maybe 2-3 hours ago. At 5:04, I found out. 5:04.
Wow.
Oh, breaking news! Breaking news here on the Zapata Brand
Breaking
podcast.
News.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is breaking news. All right.
Wow.
So what were you gonna say, Diz?
No, I was gonna say, that Frank Kane reached out to Lee and was like, "I think this is the person. This will be a better fight for you." So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's more entertaining.
Yeah,
more entertaining. The other fights there are good, but the main event, you want the main event to do the best. And then hopefully what happens here is he fights, and either if he wins or loses doesn't matter at this point. But then that points everything towards May, where he will do the return match, whether it's with him or with Wayne, either or. And all signs point to that being May 4th also. So that right, but that'll be at the school. That'll be a big one.
Jay-Z, May 4th.
What's that?
May 4th.
May 4th.
May 4th. That's a good day. That's when you're fighting, George. But because that's also Star Wars Day. That's also Star Wars Day.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so
May the 4th be with you.
Will you come there in your Stormtrooper helmet?
I will come. If you fight May 4th, I'll be there in a Stormtrooper outfit.
That would be the funniest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God.
Have Jax dress up as Yoda.
And but how everyone likes Jersey Jay-Z here at the football game.
I know.
He's something else.
Oh man. Speaking of football.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Jets beat the Giants today.
Oh, did they really beat them?
In overtime.
Overtime. How did Zach Wilson
Let me just
do?
say, half the team got hurt. Giants, the backup quarterback got hurt. I don't think the second half they even threw a pass until overtime.
So their regular quarterback's out.
Daniel Jones might be done for a couple of weeks. They said he still had feeling in his arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they relied on what? Saquon Barkley?
All day.
Nothing.
Yep. It went into overtime.
How did Zach Wilson do?
He did okay. Not bad, but whatever. Hey, did you see Kirk Cousins is done?
Yeah.
Pulled tore Achilles. Quarterback of the Vikings. Shit. Done.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So were the Vikings expected to do anything?
No, they were. Jefferson got hurt. They just beat the 49ers on Monday.
Listen, why is everyone getting hurt in the NFL? Everybody gets hurt.
The field. A lot of them say it's the field. The artificial turf.
Artificial turf.
They could go back to grass.
Some stadiums have new, like Las Vegas. They bring roll their whole field out so it gets water and everything, and roll it back in. It's real grass.
Yeah, you got to do something. If that's what's causing these injuries, it's got to do something. Especially torn Achilles. That's a bad injury.
You know who's great? I don't know his name, but it's a doctor. No.
Go ahead.
He has a YouTube channel, and he breaks down all the injuries.
Oh, I saw that guy. I saw that guy.
He's instantly.
Yeah, it happens fast, right? Even like the knockouts.
Holy cow!
He does the knockouts too. He does like the knockouts. I saw him doing like the Pacquiao knockout. He's like, oh, because yeah, I wish I'd give him a shout out. Oh man, I am tired, but
all right,
we'll be doing these quick hits a little bit more.
Another question. How was it with a little light load today?
A lot better. I did have to get up early because I had to do some stuff here at the shop, so I got in early, whatever. But the load was done by 5:30, and that included me going to see Jackson.
I saw it. Wow, he's running all over the field.
Yeah, he's got over 4,000 hits on his videos combined.
I saw it.
Wow.
Yep. And we're up to 775.
He's a little
subscribers.
775.
775 subscribers. We need you guys to like and subscribe to the channel. It's free. All you gotta do is subscribe. That's it. I noticed that over 80% of the people that watch these videos have not subscribed. You know, they're watching, but they're just not subscribing. All you gotta do is please press the subscribe button. That's it. It's free. We got to get to 770. We got to get to 1,000. We're at 775 now. We have a huge guest coming in January. And we just would like to get to that 1,000 mark because again, this helps the community. It doesn't help us. The money we get, the revenue we get, we're putting back into the community, doing other things with it. So it's not like it's just going in our pockets. I mean, Diz's food bill is huge, but I mean, we can definitely figure out something for his bill to feed him. But that being said, guys, we have a couple of people coming up down the podcast. We have Gary Grant Jr. He has a MMA studio up here in Plymouth, Pennsylvania. I would have liked to have him on, but he was just putting up the cages over the weekend down at Live in Philadelphia Casino. So he gets off on like Saturday, Sunday. On Sundays his travel day. Monday's his day where he just doesn't want to do anything. So I didn't want to bother him. So I did want to get him on. Tim Witherspoon is going to do a live stream with us with his channel too. Tim Witherspoon has a great channel there. If you ever go to watch, great techniques, great points that he has on boxing and techniques that he could use. Uses the Philly shell, which is I think Landon's going to implement his next time around here. His last game is tomorrow. After that, he's done for a while. I don't know if he's going to play next year or not. He's going to sit there. He's looking where we are looking to fight Arturo Gotti's son. We just saw him fight. You know what? I don't.
Kevin Hines too, up, right?
We have Kevin Hines coming up. That is the Monday after Thanksgiving. Great guest. Anthony Ruggiero, Lee Priest, Jimmy the Bull, and Greg Valentino. I just talked to Greg. We're going to do something similar to this. We're going to come on for a little bit with them. I'm going to go back to that Arturo Gatti thing. I saw his last fight. He's still undefeated. I'll tell you what I didn't like. I didn't like that he knocked the kid down and he started dancing.
Showboat.
Right over the kid. Okay? I don't like that.
Yeah.
So the invitation is out there. If he wants to fight, we would fight. You know, Landon's only lost one. He's undefeated. So we're there. We'd go 1-1, Canada, and then back in the United States. Anytime the invite's over, he's actually a year older than Landon or 2 years older than that, but we would take the fight. Well, USA
I
Boxing.
think Landon would do well too.
I think Landon would beat him.
Yep.
Landon can pop. He's got good power, and he's fast. He rolls his shoulders well. Gotti does come forward. He has good power. He knocked that kid down, but I didn't like that. Again, I would never say that about a kid or whatever. That's on the coach. Yep. Coach knows better. The coach knows better. He should have pulled him off to the side. Exactly similar to what I did to that one kid who jumped on the ropes at that outside venue. Remember Ben Peck knocked that kid down and jumped on the ropes, and I grabbed him, pulled him down. I said, "You don't do that. We don't do that. You know, act like you've been here before." You know, so it just was, you know, in amateur boxing is a in professional boxing, a lot of money on the line. You're going to make money by how you act. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem. One bit at all in the professional ranks. Amateur ranks, I have a big problem with that. But, you know, That's where we're at now. So we have those guests all lined up. So please, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of stuff going on. There's just so much stuff going on. A lot of guests coming up. I have a guy coming up who invented those barriers in New Jersey. Believe it or not, the barriers in New Jersey that are there. He made those. He invented them. So we have that. We have those on.
What are you talking about?
As I'm getting interrupted here, my wife, come on in. Come on in. My wife just decided to come right in when you see the on-air sign on the outside.
There is no on-air.
Well, I got to tell you what, you're not going to be able to see him with two black eyes. Keep interrupting this podcast.
What's interrupted at all?
You hit the door and started hitting the buttons.
Your phone is off.
No,
hey, hold on. How's the squirrel with the nuts?
Yeah, the coach Diz wants to know how is a squirrel in the rug? Yeah, exactly. Listen. We have a rug in the garage that had nuts that were nuts, like from the tree. They fell into the rug. She assumed that there was a squirrel living in the rug. I was about to go to bed, and she had me come down to the garage and unwrap it. I was afraid it was going to be like Christmas Vacation. The thing was going to fly out on me. Because she would have ran in the house, and I would have been out in the garage. We live out in the country.
Do you remember the story, Dennis D, when we had the bat that flew in the house with me, you, and Monty?
Oh, jeez, yes, that's
I don't remember that. When was that?
So Monty comes up the steps, and I don't know where he was, but he left the door open, and he was coming up the steps with food, and I was walking through, and it was kind of dark, and something hit me right in my chest. So I looked at Monty. I go, "What the hell did you throw at me? A sock?" And he goes, "I didn't throw shit at you. I got my food." So suddenly something comes in between me and Monty. Goes like this. Me and him start running. Right now, Big Mitch is upstairs. Big Mitch is upstairs with D, and they come running downstairs, right? And they're like,
"What are they gonna do?"
Like, I think there's something in the house. We're like, "What the hell is it?" We look, and then we see the bat. All of us go running and screaming like little bitches. Right? So we come back out. We're like, we got to get this thing. Mitchell comes with a thing around his neck and holding a cross. A cross. And I have like a bat, and Monty has like a little like tennis racket. And
we have covers. We have covers over our heads.
Yeah, Jay-Z was probably scared it was going to get in his hair.
But as we're trying to figure it out, you know what Mitchell says? Get holy water. I look at him, I'm like, this is not a vampire bat.
Yeah.
This is just a regular bat.
Mitch probably wasn't used to that. That's what I would say. The greatest story I have about Mitch was when he got hit in the head with an aluminum baseball bat. Jason Johnson. Yep, Jason Johnson swung, hit him right in the head with a bat. He was standing on the on deck circle, and he kind of like waltzed over, and he swung, got hit right in the back of the head with the bat. And I think Mitch's mom came and yelled at him. Yelled at Mitchell.
I didn't.
No, you gotta ask Mitch. You gotta ask Mitch that story. Yeah, he got hit right in the head. I was like, holy shit, that was bad. Yeah, he wasn't doing well after that. But
hey, Jay-Z, how did we get the bat out? I don't remember.
It went against the window.
Yeah,
and I pushed the blanket over it, and I pushed it out the window.
Yes. Okay, now I remember. Yep. That was hilarious.
And it went out with the screen and everything that was out in the windowsill went out with it. Everything that was on the windowsill went out the window with it.
Oh shit! Oh god!
All right, guys.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up, guys.
Right.
I wanted to start doing this a little bit more frequently. Now, Jay-Z, you got to get a hold of Lee, Jimmy, Jimmy the Bull, Greg. We have Greg Hines. We have a couple other people coming on this week, and then after that, we'll probably have Anthony on again, do a couple little things with him, and then head down to January with our big, event that we're having here. Yep. So, Jersey Jay-Z, anything else that you got to say?
No.
See you later, Jay-Z. He'll be gone. And Coach Diz. Anyway, they're all gone here. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining the Zapata Band podcast. We'll be back this week again. And remember, don't be envious of what I've accomplished in my life. Be inspired by what you could do in yours. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.